let's start with Mahomes. Pat Mahomes was flat out unbelievable last night. He is now 5-0 as a starter. Here's what I would say about Pat Mahomes in general. There are a lot of people out there who are going to buy into brand new quarterbacks and believe that they are unstoppable. I always say tap the brakes on first-year quarterbacks because I think what happens is this. NFL defenses throw the kitchen sink at young quarterbacks, and they try to figure out what is required in order to make them not work. And early on, there's not much tape on them. So they do very basic stuff defensively, or they throw everything at them. And then week by week, as they get more film on these guys, they're able to dissect them and make them do what they do poorly over and over and over again. And this is the number one story of the NFL. This is why Dak was so good year one, and by year two, he regressed a great deal because the defensive coordinators went into their laboratories and they came up with kryptonite for Dak or any other quarterback. I saw it happen. The first time I had this theory in general was with Vince Young, because I watched Vince Young play as a rookie, and some of you may remember watching Vince play as a rookie. He was unbelievable. He made plays all over the field. He just found ways to win. And then in year two, he didn't get any better. And then in year three, he didn't get any better. And the reason was because NFL defenses found out what Vince Young didn't do well, and they made him do it over and over and over again, and he was not able to adjust. Ultimately, I think this is the only thing that can't be adjusted. Can you stand in the pocket and make consistent throws for first down on third down and long passing yardage? That's the only thing that is the killer app in the NFL. Can you be Tom Brady? Can you be Aaron Rodgers? Can you be Russell Wilson, a guy in the pocket who on 3rd and 8 can consistently find the open receiver or make throws into such tight windows that you keep drives alive? Because ultimately that's what makes you a great quarterback in the NFL. And so I would say this. As good as Patrick Mahomes looks, he was just okay against the Denver Broncos. And if you remember last year with the Kansas City Chiefs, when they started off 5-0, everybody said, my God, the Chiefs are unstoppable. And then they ended up losing in the first round of the playoffs to Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans in the wild card round. They were fortunate to win their division. They finished low down in the division race overall. The reason why I bring that up, and I think it's significant, is we saw this happen already this year. It's one of the number one trends that nobody talks about is the regression to the mean of young quarterbacks in the NFL. Everybody was gung-ho about Jimmy Garoppolo. What happens? He comes into the season, and he's just okay, and then he tears his ACL, and he's out for the rest of the season. I can't tell you the number of people I heard saying, Deshaun Watson's a revelation. When he comes back next year and he's healthy for the Texans, Texans are going to the Super Bowl. What happens? He starts off 0-3, and he would have been 0-3-1 probably if the Indianapolis Colts had just punted the ball late instead of going for it against the Texans. And now he's in a do-or-die game against Dak in the Battle of Texas, which is taking place this weekend.